Have you ever traveled somewhere that feels both familiar and full of surprises? That's what it's like moving between the UK, the USA, and Canada. It's like visiting family. Different accents, new customs, but a shared sense of belonging. This connection is centuries in the making, shaped by people, stories, and ideas crossing borders. Our journey will explore how these three countries are more like siblings than strangers. We'll look at their shared roots, the quirks that set them apart, and the unique bond that ties them together. Think of this as your guide to understanding the special relationship between the UK, USA, and Canada. We're not diving into politics. This is about people, places, and the joy of discovering both the familiar and the new. So pack your bags. Let's celebrate the heritage and diversity that make this family of nations so remarkable. It's a story of three countries, sometimes at odds, but always connected by a bond that time can't break. To understand the UK, USA, and Canada, imagine a family Britain as the mother, America and Canada as her adventurous children. Raised with the same language and traditions, they set out across the Atlantic, building new lives but carrying the old stories with them. Shakespeare, democracy, and common law, these became the foundation for all three. That's why a courthouse in Ohio, a parliament in Ottawa, and the courts in London all feel related. Over time, the children grew up. America, restless and bold, wanted independence. Canada, patient and steady, chose a slower path. The family changed, but the roots remained strong. Even today, echoes of the old home are everywhere, in language, law, and culture. When you travel between these countries, you're not just crossing borders, you're tracing the branches of a family tree. The bonds are deep, and the shared heritage is impossible to ignore. This is the living history that shapes every visit. Every family has its arguments, and for Britain and America, it was a big one. American colonists felt taxed but voiceless. No taxation without representation became their rallying cry. The Boston Tea Party wasn't just about tea, it was a stand for independence, leading to a dramatic break, the American Revolution. Canada watched, choosing a quieter path. Some stayed loyal to Britain, others sought gradual change. The result, America became fiercely independent, while Canada maintained a closer, more formal tie to Britain. These choices shaped their national characters and their relationships with the UK. Today, you can feel the difference. The USA, proud of its breakaway spirit. Canada, valuing negotiation and partnership. Britain, the original home, remains connected to both, but in very different ways. Understanding this family history explains the subtle differences you notice when you travel between them. It's a story of rebellion, patience, and the enduring ties that bind. English is the bridge between the UK, USA, and Canada, but it's a bridge with plenty of twists. Each country has its own slang and quirks. Brits take the lift, Americans the elevator, Canadians the washroom. Food is a minefield. Chips, crisps, biscuits. Meanings change with every border. Canada sits in the middle, mixing British spelling with American accents and its own A at the end of a sentence. These differences are more than trivia. They're windows into daily life and history. They make travel fun, forcing us to listen closely and laugh at misunderstandings. Even when we think we're the same, these quirks remind us of our unique journeys. So next time you order jelly and get jam, just smile. You're experiencing the family's linguistic tapestry. It's all part of the adventure. Traveling between these countries is like flipping through a family photo album. Each page, a new landscape and story. In the UK, history is everywhere. Ancient castles, cobblestone streets, and rolling green hills. The USA is vast and bold. Road trips that stretch for days, cities that pulse with energy, and natural wonders like the Grand Canyon. Canada blends both historic cities in the east, wild beauty in the west, and multicultural hubs like Toronto and Vancouver. Each place feels distinct, yet the connections are clear. London's influence in Boston, Scottish echoes in Nova Scotia, American diners in Canadian towns. These threads tie the travel experience together, making every journey feel like part of a larger story. The real magic is in the mix, tradition and adventure, old and new, all under one family roof. Whether you're hiking the Rockies or sipping tea in a British village, you're part of a shared narrative. Each country offers a different chapter, but they all belong in the same book. It's a journey of discovery, of both differences and deep connections. That's what makes this family of nations so special. To truly understand these countries, visit their capitals, London, Washington, D.C., and Ottawa. London is the wise matriarch, ancient, layered, and endlessly fascinating, where history and modern life blend seamlessly. Washington, D.C. is bold and symbolic, built to inspire with its grand avenues, monuments, and museums, a city of ideas and ambition. Ottawa is understated but dignified, with Gothic Revival Parliament buildings and a relaxed, welcoming vibe. Each city reflects its nation's spirit, London's tradition, DC's democracy, Ottawa's balance and community. Walk their streets and you'll see the family resemblance, shared values but expressed in unique ways. London's royal pageantry, DC's people-powered monuments, Ottawa's connection to nature, all tell a piece of the family story. Visiting these capitals is like meeting the family elders. Each has wisdom, each has its own tale. Together, they reveal how three nations grew from the same roots but built their own identities. The differences are striking, but the shared ancestry is always there, just beneath the surface. That's the beauty of this family. Traveling in the UK, USA, or Canada is a dance between comfort and discovery. The language, customs, and even brands feel familiar, making it easy to relax and explore. But it's the small surprises, a British cream tea, a Canadian moose sighting, an American road trip, that make each place unforgettable. These moments stand out because they're set against a backdrop of shared culture. The familiar gives you confidence. The new gives you wonder. In Canada, it might be bilingual Montreal or the warmth of strangers. In the USA, the vast landscapes and boundless optimism. Each country offers its own flavor, but the blend of comfort and novelty is what makes travel here so rewarding. It's like visiting a cousin's house. You know your way around, but there's always something new to discover. That's the magic of this family of nations. The connection between the UK, USA, and Canada isn't just history. It's alive and thriving today. TV shows, movies, and music cross the Atlantic, creating a shared pop culture. Families are spread across all three countries, keeping personal ties strong. When we travel, we're often visiting friends or relatives, not just sightseeing. Universities and researchers collaborate, sharing ideas and breakthroughs. We read each other's books, watch each other's news, and laugh at the same jokes, even if the humor is a little different. These modern bonds keep the relationship dynamic and relevant. From Netflix to Nobel Prizes, the family connection is constantly renewed. It's a friendship that stood the test of time and keeps growing stronger. The story continues, written every day by millions of people. As our journey ends, one truth stands out. We're more alike than different. The UK, USA, and Canada each have their own spirit, but their shared story runs deep. This connection makes the world feel smaller, friendlier, and more like home. Travel brings this bond to life in conversations, landscapes, and history. The threads tying these nations are strong, vibrant, and enduring. So explore with an open heart, connect with people, and celebrate the magic of this family of nations. Thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed this journey, follow along for more adventures. Happy travels!